If you truly want to understand what's happening today, one need look no further than the French Revolution. The Illuminati, acting as a front organization for the Jesuits, used the writings of the Jesuit-trained Voltaire to facilitate the creation of the Jacobins. The primary goal of the Jacobins was to incite absolute fury and rage within the blind masses, a pattern which is repeating today. They agitated the public by chanting the Masonic watchword liberty, equality, fraternity, which served as nothing more than psychological bait to rile up the unthinking populace, plunging the nation into so much anarchy and bloodshed during the Reign of Terror that the exhausted people ultimately begged for a leader to restore order. That dictator was the high-level Freemason and Jesuit-advised Napoleon Bonaparte. He was placed into power by the Jesuit-trained priest Abbé Sieyès. Napoleon was then used by the Jesuits to exact calculated revenge against the Bourbon and Habsburg monarchs of Europe who had suppressed the order in 1773. The Illuminati is still active today, and one should not be fooled into thinking they have abandoned their efforts to rile up the mindless masses and mobilize them to accept a new order. The Jesuits always create the problem so that they can provide the solution they wanted all along. For example, during 9/11, everyone looks at the Jewish and Israeli involvement in the problem, but no one realizes that what actually pushed us closer to the New World Order was the solution to this problem, signified by the Patriot Act, which was crafted by the Jesuit-trained Viet D. Dinh, who was a law professor at the Jesuit Georgetown University. It was rushed through the system impossibly fast, suggesting it was pre-planned. As Bill Hughes notes in The Secret Terrorists, quote, "Just 6 weeks after the World Trade Center was destroyed, this bill was passed. This is truly amazing. It is virtually impossible for a bill to be conceived, written, debated, and passed this quickly." You see, they already had the bill written before the tragedy occurred. After the French Revolution and the subsequent restoration of Europe's monarchs, the Jesuits realized that hereditary monarchies were too independent and difficult to control. As a result, they shifted their strategy to propping up absolutist, socialist, communist, and fascist military dictatorships. This is exactly how Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, and Joseph Stalin came to power. World War II was simply a trial run for what is about to happen next, as the same scenario used to establish the Third Reich is planned for the United States. To anyone with eyes to see, the masses are already being riled up and baited to accept the new movement. There will most likely be another fascist dictator coming to power soon, brought in by engineered domestic crises to fulfill the Jesuit order's vision of global totalitarian control. For more info on all of this, what's about to happen, and how to prepare, comment truth and I'll send you my new book which covers all this and more.